Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales, and I'm on my channel right now to talk about the abuse that I'm being put through here in Campbelltown, New South Wales by this organised crime ring who are holding my life hostage at the moment and have been for over 2 years now. Last night I was terrorised by the neighbours that adjoin to my home. So that's something that I wanted to definitely mention on this video. Around midnight last night, the ones that live right next door to me started, and they didn't stop until 5 a.m. this morning. And these people stalk me so aggressively that they actually zoom in on what I write in my books, in my journaling, and then they will carry out abuse based on those messages sometimes. But that's just how aggressively they stalk me, to the point where they may as well be in these three that are joined to my home, the three neighbours. There's one next door, there's one underneath them that lives diagonally to me, and then there's one that lives directly underneath me. They all have the ability to tamper with the air in my home, and that's what they were doing in the early hours of the morning right through until 5 a.m. And so was the one that lives underneath them. He was sending cigarette smoke through into my home. This is what he's doing in the early hours of every morning. So they're all working together to do this. They're all communicating. They all play tag. And I mentioned on my channel the other day why they do that. They play tag because that is to mock something that I have been through in my life, a horrific incident that involves a corrupt police officer, and that's why they do that. These people are some of the cruelest and most ruthless people in the community that are putting me through this abuse. So far this morning, I was terrorised by these neighbours that are joined to my home from around midnight last night, with them tampering with the air. The woman that lives downstairs from me has also been sending dust into my home this morning through her. They're all doing this through their rigged range hood. For anyone who's never seen my channel before, St George Community Housing is my landlord. They are behind this. They have taken bribes from corrupt members of the justice system to try and have me abused to death in my home. And they've also actually let people into my home in the past. So this is why I'm being held like a hostage right now, because I can't really leave my home very much at all. I have invested in cameras, but I still don't like to leave my home for too long, because I know that this landlord has let people into my home in the past. So I don't know what they're going to do. So my life is very, very restricted because of this landlord. And they are who is behind telling these neighbours to do what they're doing. They're being paid to do this. And yeah, it's because they took bribes from corrupt members of the justice system to do that to me. And that's because of what corrupt members of the justice system are trying to cover up. So also, this morning, the Campbelltown police have been stalking me as well. They were stalking me about an hour ago, and they do that to encourage these neighbours to put me through abuse and other members of the community. And they have been stalking me pretty heavily over the past few days. And you should hear them. You should hear the carry-on of these police. You would not think they were police if you heard them, and how they carry on around Campbelltown with their siren. So I just thought I would talk about one aspect of my day and what I have to go through, just to kind of put it in perspective of just how difficult it is for me to to live with these restrictions over my life at times, but I've just had to learn to live like this. I've had no other choice. And I'd really like my family members who I know would be watching this video, I'd really like you to try and put yourself in my shoes and think about what I go through every day while you're spending my inheritance and living the life that I'm meant to be living right now. My family members are involved in this. They took bribes from corrupt members of the justice system as well to be a part of this, to purposely isolate me because they stole my inheritance and they stole my entire life and legacy. The two people that brought me up are the ones responsible for that. So I'd really like you to, not that these family members, mind you, they're viewing into my home illegally, just like these other neighbours are. I forgot to mention that because I mention it on every single video. I mean, those that watch my videos know what I'm going through here. But for anyone who hasn't seen my videos in the past, there are cameras in my home. They're in every room. They're in my bathroom and they're in my bedroom. And they've been placed there by corrupt members of the justice system and this landlord, St George Community Housing. So that's another huge restriction I have over my life. I have to hold up a curtain when I go to the bathroom. So I wanted to talk about what I have to go through just to have a shower of a night. And it's been like this for over a year, ever since I realised that these people can view into my bathroom. Of course, I've been taking, as much precaution as I possibly can to protect myself. But there was a time there I didn't even know that these people were viewing into my bathroom for a long time. And, I've got predators viewing into my bathroom. I mean, no one should be viewing into anybody's bathroom. But I've got a predator living within meters of me. And when you really think about it, all these neighbours are predators, the way they're stalking me. And, I don't know who's viewing into my bathroom because St George Community Housing are taking money from people so that they can view into my bathroom and put me through abuse and get ideas to put me through abuse when I go out and leave the house. And that's still happening as well. So when I do have a shower, I have to wait until it gets dark because it just makes me feel more comfortable. And, I don't know, these people might be able to even see in the dark. I mean, there's such a thing as night vision on cameras, so they're probably still able to see me, but it just makes me feel more comfortable to be in darkness, even though it's not comfortable at all. It's very difficult to try and cope. And it's affecting my eyes. It's affecting my eyesight. This whole thing is affecting my health in many different ways, and I've spoken about the other ways it's affecting my hormone levels and vitamins and my overall well-being. But it's starting to affect my eyesight as well because I have to do so much in the dark. So I also have to wear a swimsuit to shower. But I've still got to get changed. So when I'm in the shower, I have to worry if I'm safe. I don't know if I'm safe or not because there's people viewing in my home. They know what I'm doing. The Campbelltown police usually stalk around that time. They do that to deliberately humiliate and degrade me to the whole town. They do that almost every night. While they're doing that, there's also other stalkers going up my street. The whole time I'm in the shower, in loud vehicles. It's mostly abusive men, I'm sure, but there are women helping these men as well. So while I'm trying to, cope with being in the dark and dealing with predators viewing into my house, I've also got the police doing that. And right now, this woman that lives downstairs from me is sending dust into my home just to make it difficult for me to get through this video. I'm breathing it in. It's accumulating in my throat. I don't know how many videos I've had to put up and post to St George Community Housing, but so she wanted to distract me then. Whenever this woman sees me in any way upset, she will send dust in. This woman is the most cruelest, ruthless human being I have ever had to deal with in my life, and she lives within meters of me. And she's got family members that are involved in this abuse as well, who view into my home illegally and who watch her, who sit there and watch her abuse me all day, just like my family members do. So she was successful in distracting me then. So she also does that while these men are stalking me while I'm in the shower. She will send that dust into my home, and it gets into my eyes and in my throat and my lungs while I'm trying to have a shower and cope with everything else I'm trying to cope with. She does that. She finds the weakest moments that she can, and then she'll send this dust in over me to try and provoke me, and she just provokes me all day long. That's one of the reasons I'm making this video now, is to appeal for help, to try and get help, to stop the horrific abuse this woman's putting me through, and everyone involved. So I'm having a shower, and then these men, they watch for certain moments where they can put me through as much humiliation as possible. So at certain times while I'm in the shower, thus one of the neighbours did this, the one that lives right next door to me did it the other night. And, I've got every right to mention who these people are, because this is what they're doing and there's no police to call on, and I need to protect myself at my home. The other night, he waited till a specific moment and then shined his headlights in through the window deliberately, just to cause me as much embarrassment as possible. And this happens all the time. They'll do that, or they'll do other things, play music and things like that. So and they'll probably do all this more now, because I'm talking about it on my channel. Anything I do, anything I speak about, they do more. This woman downstairs, she takes notes on it. She takes notes on anything that she knows affects me, and she will do 10 times more. So like I said, these people are the cruelest people in this community that are still involved in this. And this is why I need help. I need help to bring public awareness to what I'm going through here. My life is so restricted, and it's affecting my health. And I know there's people like this woman downstairs that are probably so proud of herself that she has, caused that. But, I'm not giving up. And I have faith that I will get through this, and there will be a good person out there that helps me. So thank you if you've listened to this video. But yeah, I just wanted to put that in perspective for your family. Tonight, when you're having your shower, think about what I go through in my home. It's just a normal part of my day that I've had to learn to live with, because I haven't had a choice. And I'd really appreciate it if you gave back my life and my inheritance that belongs to me and my grandchildren as soon as possible. Thanks again if you've listened to this video, and if you can help me to raise public awareness of this, please contact me. My email will be in the description box of this video.